feminine energy. So this is something that's become very important for me. The way that I speak, the way that I move, just having that feminine energy. And so I've come up with a list of 10 ways that I slip into that seductive feminine energy. And these are things that I do whenever, I don't know, the world starts moving too fast, or maybe I'm in some sort of conflict. Those moments where you start to feel kind of more masculine and you want to slip back into feminine energy. Honestly, when everything is going good, I can pretty much stay in my feminine energy nowadays, but there's good days and bad days. There's PMS and then there's ovulation. So any moments where you're feeling a little bit too masculine and you're wanting to slip into feminine energy, which is amazing and will get you anything you want, here are 10 tricks for that. So I have them written down in front of me. So my number one tip for this is try to focus on what you're doing instead of how you look doing it. So let's say you're wanting to look feminine and you're cleaning, right? So focusing on how you look would be kind of like you'd start to look awkward because you're too focused on like you're playing with your hair, you're like trying to pose nicely with it, and it starts to look awkward. So with this trick, you're focusing more on what you're doing. So you're looking, you're spraying, you're wiping, and you're automatically gonna feel the pressure off of you because something about focusing too much on how you look doing it just kills the feminine energy. So if you ever want a way to just look more graceful while doing something, stop focusing on how you look doing it. Focus on what you're actually doing. This is trick number 2. It is probably my number 1 favorite. And this I do whenever I'm having a conversation or I'm, trying to connect with somebody, specifically my partner. This is to bring awareness to your chest or your breast area. I actually don't really know how better to explain it except to just bring your energy here. Like for me, I'll try to feel, okay, what does my bra feel like on me right now? That's a marker for me to know if my awareness is there. Bring your awareness down from like here. This is where my awareness normally lives. Bring it down and settle it here. Something about bringing your awareness here just makes you, I don't know, for me, a lot of the times I'll go from sitting like this and talking to somebody, and when I bring awareness, I become more flowy. My shoulders go back. My voice goes down. I slow down. Try it out. Try doing something without awareness in your chest or saying something without it, and then add the awareness here. It is a crazy good tip. And I've noticed the effect that it has on the person I'm speaking to. So my partner, a lot of times, if I can bring awareness to my chest, my voice will soften, my movements will become more kind of dainty and feminine, and I'll see their defenses kind of go down where I felt like they were getting too defensive. So, number 3, speak from your body. This plays in a lot with number 2, the bringing awareness, but it's very important that you take a breath, go into your body, and speak from there. I'm trying to film my videos with more like speaking from the body. So speaking from my head would be speaking fast and not really focusing on what my voice sounds like, just going. When you speak from your body, it changes and you become more just aware and in the moment. And people can always tell when you're in the moment and when you're not. Number 4 is going to be romanticizing tiny movements. So you can pick a couple of tiny movements that are your favorite. For me, it's my hair, especially my hair is like kind of not doing what I want today. So today I'm romanticizing touching my hair, but there's a couple of movements specifically that I like, and romanticize them, feel them, kind of like for me, okay, I like the movement of looking from one thing to the other thing or one person to another person. So that's going to be my movement to romanticize. One trick with that is to what they call sticky eyes. So you're looking at somebody, you're turning your head, and then you're looking. So your head goes and then your eyes. So that's a movement that I've romanticized. But pick a movement that, I don't know, when you see it in a movie, you like it, just something little, and romanticize it. Make it your like trick. So for me, my trick is the eye thing, but I have a couple more. But maybe your movement is putting your hair behind your ear. So romanticize it. Imagine you're in Pride and Prejudice and your ear is the most amount of skin this person's gonna see. I don't know. Find some way to romanticize it so that you are bringing awareness to it, you feel beautiful doing it, and you're thinking about the actual act of doing it and not how it looks while you're doing it. Find a couple of small movements that you can romanticize and have them always ready on your roster for when you need them. Number 5 is your breath. Oh my goodness, this is amazing, which I do this even when I'm alone, but sometimes when I'm moving too fast, I'm not in the moment. Sometimes the biggest thing that I can do to feel more calm and at peace and feminine is breathing. Breathe like you are at peace, even if you're not. So what would this look like? For me, a lot of times it's when I'm moving fast, when I'm going from the gym to home and then I have something to do at home. A lot of times I need to breathe as if I'm just sitting in bed reading a book. I like to do the 4-second breath in, hold for 4 seconds, and then breathe out for 8. So as soon as you start breathing like you're at peace, your mind will follow and you will slow down. Feminine energy is all about the slow, relaxed, enjoying every single, basically enjoying everything you can possibly squeeze enjoyment out of. Number 6. Oh, this is a really good one. So if you find yourself in situations a lot where you are standing or waiting in line, one fun thing that I found is that it's hard for me to stand still. And a lot of times I can shift my weight from one leg to the other. It helps the time go by faster, but it also starts to make you feel it always makes me feel like I'm a stream. I'm water. With feminine energy, you don't ever want to feel like you're standing still, you're rigid. And anywhere in your life where you can bring the sway, the shift, moving, almost like a dance, any part of your life that you can bring that into is a part of your life you're going to enjoy more. So for me, if I'm standing in line or I'm washing the dishes or anything where I feel like I have to stand for a long time, I'll just start to shift my weight or move my neck. And I really love nature, and for me, I always feel like a tree in a breeze when I do this, or like a stream going around rocks. It's little things like this that really bring out that feminine goddess in you. It's kind of cringy to say feminine goddess nowadays. Number 7, let your gaze linger. This was so hard for me, but when I'm in public, because I actually am pretty shy, especially when I'm at the gym, when I'm in public, sometimes I found myself in situations where I didn't really know where to look. My eyes were kind of darting around. And one practice that I've had to bring is to let my gaze linger and don't be afraid. I don't mean looking somebody in the eyes for a long time. What I mean is, when you look one way, look, relax, and then move. This energy of darting around, like being rigid, eyes always going everywhere, it kind of almost makes you more anxious or makes you less feminine. So when you can sway as if you're a tree in the breeze, your eyes can rest on something and then glide over to something else, this whole beautiful movement is going to make you so much more feminine and so much more flowy. Like you look like a poem because nothing can stress you out. You're breathing like you're at peace. You're swaying with the wind. You're swaying to music that doesn't exist, and that's fine. Your eyes are here, and then they're swaying. They're not darting around. As far away as you can get from that kind of jerky, anxious energy, the more feminine you'll feel. So, oh, this is a really good one. Number 9. Again, sometimes when I feel hunched over and like too rigid, I'm starting to feel a little bit too masculine. Maybe I'm speaking from my head and not my like chest. Another really good trick for bringing you back into your feminine energy, and this is a really good one. This is very seductive, so be careful how you use it. Number 9 is imagine there is warm honey dripping down your back. I mean, think of that. Imagine right now on your back is warm honey. Automatically, you go back, maybe your butt pokes out a little bit, and warm honey would actually feel kind of good. So I feel like I automatically can feel it, and you kind of get into that like seductive energy. This is amazing. I would probably use this during a conversation with my partner, maybe where I needed him to be in the moment and listening, is the warm honey trick. Because imagine you're talking, you're hunched over a little bit, you're blah, 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 talking, and then you feel the warm honey and you're just like, so what do you think about that? How does that make you feel? You automatically, your whole energy shifts. I think the warm honey one is one of my favorite tricks, but you have to use it sparingly because it's very powerful. And number 10 is, of course, the age-old affirmation of I don't chase, I attract. I hear it so much, and you've probably heard it by now, but it's true. As soon as you stop being the chaser, you become the chased. As soon as you detach from everything, everything wants you. And the more everything wants you, the more detached you become. And it really is one of the best affirmations is I don't chase, I attract. And the more that you can say this to yourself, the more it snaps you back into who you are. So a lot of times for me, maybe I'm trying to get something that doesn't really want me. Let me think of what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm chasing after something and it's something that isn't for me. As soon as I can affirm to myself, I don't chase, I attract, you come back into yourself. You snap back, especially when you can make it a habit. I think so much of femininity is not about performing it, but feeling it. Like if it's hot outside and you walk into a room that's nice and cool, there's nothing you have to perform. It's nice and cool and it feels amazing and it puts you in a good mood. And so just by following what you're feeling and following any type of good feeling that you're having, you can be more feminine. These are just some tricks to help you click into it better. So try these out. Let me know if they work. What's your favorite? I really want to know if you try the warm honey one out because I am in a relationship, but I think this would definitely work really well on a first date. But yeah, also my channel is very new, if you couldn't tell. So subscribe. It really helps me to stay motivated to post videos because I do want, of course, my channel to grow. So I would really appreciate it if everyone could subscribe and give me a thumbs up and ask me questions in the comments. Maybe let me know which trick you used and you liked. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.